I don't usually post things like this, but I'm desperate, and I don't know what else to do. My son has been acting strange lately, and I feel like nobody around me understands how serious this is. He's 6 years old, and for some reason, he won't look at me anymore. It started about a week ago, or at least that's when I really began to notice. At the dinner table, he kept his eyes fixed on his plate, never once glancing up at me like he used to when we'd talk about his day. I thought maybe he was upset with me, or maybe shy about something, but it's gotten worse every single day since then. Now it's not just during meals. When he's playing with his toys, he'll face the corner of the room or the wall instead of turning toward me. When I speak to him, he answers, but always without lifting his head, his voice quiet, like he's afraid of something. It makes my stomach twist every time. I asked him if something was wrong, if someone had said something to him at school, but he just shook his head. I even tried making a game of it, holding his favorite stuffed animal in front of me, pretending it was talking to him. He laughed, but even then he kept his eyes fixed to the side, as though seeing me directly was impossible. At first, I thought it was just a phase, something weird kids go through. But now, I'm not so sure. The way he avoids me feels intentional, like he's terrified of what he might see if he turns to face me. And I keep wondering, why? Why would my own son be afraid to look at me? I've tried to rationalize it, to tell myself maybe this is some developmental thing. Maybe kids just do strange things sometimes, right? But I can't shake the thought that it's not normal, not like anything I've ever heard of before. It's like I'm invisible to him, or worse, like I'm something that shouldn't be seen. My husband says I'm overreacting, but he works late and hardly sees the way our son recoils from me. He thinks it's in my head, that maybe I'm projecting something onto him, but it doesn't feel like that. It feels like he's protecting himself from me, from the sight of me. As though my face is wrong in some way, though I look in the mirror every morning and see the same tired mother I always have. The thing is, when I catch my son from the corner of my eye, sometimes I notice him glance at me for just a second before he looks away again. It's quick, fleeting, and it always ends with him stiffening, his little body tensing as though he's holding back a cry. He's never done that before. He used to hug me all the time, used to run into my arms when I picked him up from school. Now, when I try to hug him, he lets me, but his head turns sharply away, buried in my shoulder, so he won't have to look at me. I can't explain how much that hurts. Tonight, I tried to test something. I gently held his chin and tried to lift his face toward mine. The second our eyes met, his lips trembled, his pupils dilated, and he screamed. It wasn't just crying. It was pure terror, the kind that makes a child thrash and kick to get away. He pushed at me with his little hands until I let go, and then he scrambled to the corner of the room, sobbing and wailing like I had done something unforgivable. I swear, I didn't mean to hurt him. I just wanted to see my son's eyes again. I wanted to know what he saw when he looked at me. Because it's not normal for a child to react like that to his mother, right? He's my son. He knows me. He loves me. There's no reason for him to act like I'm some kind of monster. Unless this isn't really my son anymore. I hate myself for even thinking that. But what else am I supposed to believe? My boy would never scream like that at me. He would never refuse to look at me. Something is wrong here. Something deep and awful. This boy looks like my son, but every day I feel more and more certain that he isn't. Update. I read through some of the comments from people here, and a lot of you are suggesting I take him to a doctor or a child psychologist. I thought about it. I really did. But something inside me keeps saying that won't fix anything. Doctors can't fix this. Still, I decided to try more little experiments, ways to coax him into facing me. I tried putting on his favorite show and sitting beside him, waiting for him to laugh and glance my way. Nothing. He kept his eyes glued to the TV, laughing but never once turning toward me. I tried drawing with him, holding up the crayons and asking which color he wanted. He pointed without looking, his head still tilted away. It's like his eyes slide over me, like I'm not allowed to exist in his line of sight. Finally, I couldn't take it anymore. I sat him down, gently but firmly, and told him he had to look at Mommy. I held his little face between my hands. And again, instant sobbing, instant panic. The sound he made when he looked at me, it wasn't the sound of a child crying. It was animalistic, primal, the sound of something cornered and desperate to escape. His tears fell hot on my hands as he fought to pull away. Do you understand how horrifying it is to have your own child scream like that at the sight of your face? To be rejected by the one person who should love you unconditionally? That was the moment I knew. This is not my son. Update 2. I don't think I need to take him to a doctor anymore. I think I've solved the problem. Please don't judge me until you understand what I've gone through. For days, I've lived with this thing in my house, this boy wearing my son's skin, refusing to even look at me. My real son was in there. I knew he was. He had to be trapped. So tonight, I did what any loving mother would do. I helped him. I took him into the kitchen. I told him Mommy was going to make everything better, that soon he'd be able to look at me again without being so scared. He whimpered, but I held him close, whispering that it would all be okay. Then I got the knife. I cut him open carefully, like peeling back the shell of a fruit, searching for the sweetness inside. And you know what? It worked. For the first time in weeks, he looked at me. His big, wet eyes locked with mine, and he didn't scream. He didn't cry. He just stared, and I knew it was really him again. He's back. My boy is back. You don't understand the relief, the joy. I thought I'd lost him forever, but he was just trapped inside, hidden behind something that wasn't real. I freed him. I saved him. Thank you to everyone who commented, who gave me the strength to keep trying. You were right that I needed to do something. And now my son is finally mine again. Edit. I can't stop crying, but it's the good kind of crying. He's sleeping peacefully now, his little chest rising and falling like it used to. When I kissed his forehead, he didn't turn away. He looked at me. He looked at me. I feel whole again. Everything is right now. Thank you. Thank you so much. Top comments.
Call the police right now. This isn't okay. Someone needs to find her before she hurts that child.
This is horrifying. If anyone knows her location, please report immediately. This kid is in danger.
She thinks she's helping him. Oh my God, she doesn't realize what she's actually done. Please, someone do something.
OP, if you're reading this, you need help. Serious help. You didn't save your son. Please turn yourself in before it's too late.
I've already reported this to the mods and authorities. I hope they find her in time.
That's where the thread ends. The mother's final words are written with such conviction, such sickly sweetness, that you almost believe her for a second. She's relieved, overjoyed, certain that everything is fixed now. In her mind, she's the hero of her own story, a loving mother who saved her son from something sinister. To her, the screaming, the crying, the thrashing were never signs of pain, but proof that something foreign had taken root in her little boy. The most chilling part is how ordinary her tone becomes. There's no hesitation, no sense of guilt in her final paragraphs, just calm gratitude, as if she were posting a recipe she finally perfected after years of trial and error. She even thanks the commenters, thanking us for pushing her toward what she sees as the solution. It's twisted because it feels like she's not just closing her story. She's inviting others to understand, to follow her logic. Meanwhile, the comments explode in horror. People beg moderators to step in, to trace her account. Some call it an obvious troll, but others are convinced it's real. especially with how consistent her posts had been leading up to that point. Someone claims they've contacted the authorities in her area, but nobody knows for sure where she lives. Her account had no post history, no hints of location, no breadcrumbs left behind. It's like she appeared just to share this story, then vanished. Thank you for tuning in. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.